Okay, let's go. So, greetings, Hibernians, and welcome to the first of many character generator videos. Pause for a moment to sip my latte. We are again recording on the Remo Con mic. Tonight here for a bit of character generation. So, a few of you may have seen this on social media and stuff, well, various teasers, but well, I'm just going to start running through things a little bit and explain it as I go. I'm just adjusting my levels a bit here. Okay, that's better. Excuse me. Alright, so yeah, basically, yeah, you'll see some of these tooltips pop up and flash really quickly. That's partially to help the programmer and I at the moment. There's quite a few things here that are going to be subject to change, obviously. At least we've upgraded the fonts. So yeah, basically as you can see, it's broken down into the left hand panel and the right hand panel with more like front-facing personal stuff on the left and more statistical stuff on the right, including the skills tab, which we'll get into in a little bit, but that kind of deserves its own video, so I don't know, we might chill on that. Anyway, I was just going to float into this one and see how we go. So I already have ersatz selected as my body type. I'm just going to run through the body types real quick here. So we've got ersatz. That re-rolls the skilled stats when you pick, because each body type has different adjusters, which is the only thing that can adjust the main skilled stats. I'll just move the mouse over there so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, essentially body type, like AD&D, will be the main thing that changes your main stats, and the class or role is what we're calling it here. We just haven't done the artwork for that button yet. The role or class really determines your hit points or hit dice in D&D, essentially how much health you have. So, for instance, a technician will have quite low rolls, combat technician something in between, and soldier having much higher general hit rolls. Now, if I just quickly re-roll the right-hand panel here, you can see it re-rolling the main skilled stats, and then adjusting the hit boxes according to adjusters based on various things. But anyway, getting ahead of myself here. Let's rewind a bit. Speaking of, I'll just show off the locust on camera. We love our little locust. It's been great for recording. Okay, so rewind. I won't hit rewind because that'll make a god-awful shrieking sound over the tape. So yeah, let's go over to the left and have a quick look at bio. Oh, and I meant to hide that, where some of the bios aren't written up yet. They're basically all done for human, and a lot of the ersatz, I believe, is done too. Yeah. So now we'll flip back to face, and let's have a look around here. We have age, facial features, and you can just re-roll kind of a lot of this stuff here. So let's randomize the portrait a few times. I've posted teasers for this on Twitter before, but it comes up with quite an interesting one occasionally. I kind of like this guy, but we'll change the scalp. Oh yeah, that's better. Nice. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that for now. So we're ersatz or synthetic humanoid and combat medical leaning class or role. So let's have a look through here. Weight max is obviously your maximum carryable weight allowance. Radiation resistance comes into play for some body types and under some circumstances. Yeah, now I'm running ahead of myself. Let's so we re-rolled that. Re-roll the starting credits and items a few times until we get something we like. Yes, good old inventory item 10, that shall be helpful. Okay, so a synthetic humanoid, combat medic, and we've got fairly basic average skilled stats. I'm going to roll through this a few more times. again, you're going to see a lot of tooltips pop up really rapidly here. All this stuff is going to change. So let's see if we can see some of these adjusters come into play. So ersatz has a bonus on intelligence. You'll see intelligence get a bump every time I re-roll, and likewise, I believe Constitution is there adjusted downwards, so each body type gets a +1 and a ±, much like Dungeons and Dragons or early D&D, just AD&D 2nd edition. I could really go on forever about the technical aspects, but we are trying to actually literally roll through this so we can get to the more fun stuff. But I, for one, kind of enjoy getting into role-playing a character a little bit as I make one. So, wow, intelligence 9, that's not bad. So highly intelligent, somewhat dexterous. I'm just going to re-roll this a few times and see what comes up. Sometimes you get some fun numbers like, ooh, very weak legs, strong head. Makes sense for ersatz. Re-roll this a few more times. That was the cat exploding over something on the shelf. Yeah, that's not distracting at all. Just keep tearing shit up. Go for it. Awesome. Oh, that's so average. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. That's combat med with a major bonus to strength, good intelligence, and wow. That actually might be one of the luckiest rolls I think that's actually literally the luckiest roll I've ever gotten. That's a total of 40. That's kind of a 1 in a million roll right there. Each of these rolls three-sided dice. So for these numbers to come up that high, that's actually extremely rare. I'm going to save this right here. Wow, we got a lot of numbers to play with here. So as you can see up the top, these need to be marked a bit better. Probably have tooltips for a lot more of this stuff. You can see a couple of tooltips for various things to be helpful for now. Mostly again from a testing and programming point of view. But yeah, this is attack with a tiny sword and defense with a tiny shield. So I believe our strength has given us a melee attack bonus, and our dexterity has given us a defense bonus there. So this is actually a really tough character off the bat. I'm going to keep those stats, obviously. Now we roll over to major and minor skills, and we have the creatable consumable list. So this is basically your spell list in a more, shall we say, technical sci-fi horror package. Every time you make a camp or rest, different items you've selected here from these lists, you have a good chance to create them automatically, like learning spells or memorizing spells during camp or rest. There's obviously a tab page for the more technical classes and the more medical-based classes. Now I'm going to roll through this pretty quickly because this kind of needs its own video. I'm just going to grab bandages and Nutrigel. Yeah. Okay, and we'll just choose some random major and minor skills for now. That's looking good. Okay. Now pop back to our stats. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. Dang, that's a tough character. Okay. Now, let's change it up. I'm gonna go robot. I'm gonna try and create a T1000 here real quick. We need, okay, high strength, reasonably high constitution. Yeah, that's good enough. And, oh. So let's throw the age up. Let's say this T1000's been sitting around in storage, or well, not storage because that doesn't make sense, because you actually get bonuses for older age characters. So say right now it's set kind of arbitrary at age 50 and 80, but once you age a certain amount, certain things will affect various aspects of gameplay. Like you can see here, maximum carryable weight goes down a bit, while we have a better chance of creating items as we get much older and wiser and decrepit. And we'll pump our T1000 right up to like age 90. It can be their 99th birthday. Happy birthday, T1000. You deserve some new skin. Although I guess T1000 would make more sense in a cyborg role for Hyber, but yeah. Anyway, and I think, yeah, you can see the weight max pop up there. Oh no, that happened at age 80, what am I saying? Okay, 99. There really is quite a lot of stuff that's come together quite fast, and I've got to just give our programmer props for getting this all together. To show you right now, obviously a lot of this stuff has been in the works for quite some time, but we have a schedule and we like to stick to that. So tech skills, well, I think T1000 could probably create their own ammunition. Oh, but we're combat med, no, we're gonna have to change that. So T1000 is either a soldier or operator. Now operator falls more under the kind of you could say secret agent category, but more of a jack of all trades. I think our T1000 is more of that. So that is the only class that will give you access to both trees, both tech trees, or med and tech tree. Bandages for when he gets his skin back, he can like bandage it up. That's perfect. Okay, surgeon, trapper, burglar. Some of the nomenclature needs to be changed here a bit. Fast draw. That was the Lance Henriksen T1000. We got the Arnold Schwarzenegger T1000, and you know what? I think Brutus. Backstabber. That's T1000 will definitely just pop you in the back of the head. No honor amongst cyborgs. Leadbone is scavenger. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, now I'm gonna re-roll these a bit, see what else we can come up with. Ideally, a really high constitution and strength would be good for our T1000. Okay, there we go. Cool. So that's looking good. And we've still got another. I'll fill out our tech tree here a bit. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's a little bit of the robot and the ersatz body type. I'm going to go through a lot more of this real soon, but yeah, until then, be seeing you.